Before the internet, imaginations were uninhibited. You actually had to find an answer to something on your own, not ask for it. Back then, kids would actually play outside, in their backyards, with their neighbors, for hours. Hard to believe, I know, but it's true. Digging in the dirt or sand was a common pastime. Some kids believed if they dug far enough, they'd find something or get somewhere. If you were like them, maybe your parents joked about you digging a hole all the way to China. Maybe you believed it was possible. Today's kids have Google to do the digging for them. And the internet is an endless rabbit hole, pre-dug by the new, faceless, ruling class of tech-taters. Rest assured, what you find on the surface has been thoroughly sifted through by fact-checkers. But down the rabbit hole you go, along with all the information that makes up your online existence. Your name, your finances. Too soon? Your location, your friends, that purchase on Amazon, aka a conglomerate of tech-taters we'll get to shortly, your search history, the very thing altered in order to build a case against a dissenter. Now, they can simply search the evidence of your wrongs online. Now, literal search histories are a tool, a record of every millisecond you've spent down that rabbit hole. Their rabbit hole. The guys who are as devoted to their consolidation of power as they are to showing face to China. Aside from loathing freedom and chasing power, what do China and American corporations have in common as they create a new socialism? They see you as a product. In the last episode, we asked a ton of questions. So we gotta follow up. Are you paying attention now? It's a lot of information, I get it. But you take in way more information scrolling TikTok. And all that information really does just make you stupid. Today will lead us to more questions as we dig down the rabbit hole to China and back, if we all survive. But that comes down to whether you start paying attention. Let's define our current problem with one word: consolidation. Consolidation, noun. An act or instance of combining or consolidating into a single or unified whole. Solidification, strengthening. The combining of several financial accounts into a single one, as when the financial results from two or more businesses are combined into a single statement. A statutory combination of two or more corporations. Adding China to this list of definitions seems fitting. China is the blueprint for consolidating power. Episode 2 proved how far it's gone in consolidating power both economically and socially. But it's simultaneously weaponizing corporate power in ways the world has never seen before. When you take state power and merge it with corporate power, like Xi has, you can use the internet and its conglomerates to do your bidding anywhere in the world. State power in China is about being on brand with the CCP. Corporate power is about being on brand with trends, which are often set by the CCP. Uyghurs aren't on brand for the CCP, so all that consolidated power puts them into literal concentration camps. Uyghurs exist within physical confines, but the rest of China lives within digital confines. For example, take WeChat, China's premier app and the digital landscape of online existence. The authoritarian control it maintains is every past dictator's dream. An app like this puts a user's personal information, social life, private conversations, search history, and whereabouts right into the hands of state-owned corporations. With this setup, it's difficult to call users the consumer because he or she isn't tapped into a world of endless possibilities that we might be used to. No, they're tapped into an online space of state-approved ideas and corporate-sponsored information. Users are equal part product and equal part citizen of a heavily controlled communist regime. Xi's overall consolidation of power has been described as uninterrupted, and the CCP as a force that's ultimately crushing pro-democracy and other activism and tightening control over business and society. I agree. China has 1.4 billion people. The state must continually advance surveillance to keep a grip on everyone, and its control remains pervasive over businesses, education, religion, and culture. The grip tightens whenever necessary via China's social credit system. It tracks every person and every company and is responsible for punishing even the most minor violations, such as littering. This type of surveillance state is spreading. Every day, we are increasingly ruled by everyone but ourselves. China pulls the world's strings along with a heavy corporate hand that looms over all of us. COVID and the Black Lives Matter movement proved that many of our employers and our friends want to lord over us too. When we go further down the rabbit hole, it all gets more evil.